As we went from political rivals to partners to friends, my esteem for him just kept growing. And so did my admiration for his brilliant wife, Michelle. And those two amazing daughters that they have raised. You know, my husband and I know a little bit about how hard it is to raise a child in the public eye, in the fishbowl of the White House, but the Obamas have done a fabulous job. Malia, who just graduated from high school and celebrated her 18th birthday yesterday. And Sasha, who has the energy and enthusiasm of a wonderful young woman. Now, I happen to think those two young women may be the most impressive accomplishment of all of our president. And it's one of the many reasons why it means so much to me personally to have the president's support in this campaign. After all, he knows a thing or two about winning elections. Take it from me. And he also knows that despite all the progress we've made under his leadership, and yes, we have, we still have a lot of work to do. One that he did not ask for, but to him, was to save us from a second Great Depression, and that is he gets the credit he deserves for saving our economy. And private sector jobs, the auto industry just had its best year ever. 20 million people now have health care. Clean energy production has soared. So our next president has a different job to do, building on the progress that President Obama has made. We have to continue, and it's just too hard to get ahead. We need an economy that works for everyone, not just those at the goals. First, under President Obama and Vice President Biden, we've had 75 straight months of job growth. I want us to see 75 more. So in my first 100 days as president, we'll make the biggest investment in new, good-paying jobs since World War II. And when I say good-paying jobs, I mean exactly that. Donald Trump thinks wages are too high. He actually stood on the debate stage and said that. And he wants to get rid of the federal minimum wage altogether. Well, I think anyone who is willing to work hard should be able to find a job that pays well enough to raise a family. So we're going to increase the federal minimum wage and give the middle class a raise. That's good for our families, good for our economy, and boy, is it good for our country. Now, second, we're going to make college debt-free for all. The idea to make community college free. Millions of people struggling with existing student debt save thousands of dollars. Write the rules and crack down on companies that ship jobs overseas and profits to go with them. Let's reward the companies that share profits with their employees instead. To defend and strengthen the tough reforms President Obama put in place on the financial industry, not tear them up like Donald Trump says he'll do. We need to make sure that Wall Street can never wreck Main Street again. Wall Street corporations and the super rich pay their fair share of taxes. Finally, we're we're going to step up and respond to the way American families actually live and work in the 21st century. Our families, our workplaces have changed, so isn't it time that our policies change too? Now, Donald Trump can accuse me of playing the woman card all he wants, but if fighting for equal pay and affordable child care and paid family leave is playing the woman card, then deal me in. Most of all. Most of all, though, we're going to build on the vision for America that President Obama has always championed. A vision for a future where we do great things together, not as red states and blue states, but as the United States. When I look at President Obama, I see a leader with heart, depth, and humility. Someone who, in spite of the obstruction he's faced, still reaches for common ground and common purpose. Now,
Obama did not like that humility part. Look at his damn face. He's still waiting for her to come back from the humility shit.
But when it was over, I was proud to endorse him and campaign for him. And I'll never forget when he called me the Sunday after the election asking me to come to Chicago. It turned out he wanted me to be Secretary of State, and I don't think anybody saw that coming, especially me. And as I traveled on behalf of our country, a lot of people would ask me how President Obama and I could work so well together after being such fierce competitors, even unpopular decisions for the good of our country. I have sat with him in the Situation Room and seen him make the hardest choices a president faces. He does it with steady, principled leadership. He's a statesman, leading not just our country, but the entire world. It was his vision. It was his vision and diplomacy that secured a historic global agreement on climate change, put a lid on Iran's nuclear program, opened up Cuba, and rallied the world to curb the spread of nuclear weapons. I saw him go toe-to-toe with the toughest foreign leaders and to give the order to go after Osama bin Laden. This, my friends, is a president who knows how to keep us safe and strong. Compare that to Donald Trump. Can you imagine him sitting in the Oval Office the next time America faces a crisis? The world hangs on every word our president says, and Donald Trump is simply unqualified and temperamentally unfit to be our president and commander-in-chief. So here in North Carolina, this election is our chance to say our country is better than this. In America, we don't tear each other down, we lift each other up. We build bridges, not walls. We don't call the country we love a disaster or a laughing stock. We know America already is the greatest country on earth. Just think about those early patriots who met in Philadelphia that hot summer of 1776. They knew we would all rise or fall together. Now, nobody who looked
And they knew that there would be motherfuckers like you, Obama, try to come in and take our Second Amendment, First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment. And I think the 14th. So forget you, evil one. Thank you, subscribers and new subscribers. Oh yeah, this bitch ain't going to prison. That's the news that's saying she is not going to jail. Hillary is not going to jail. Spread the word, share the video, copy it, share it on Facebook, do your thing.
That for 240 years, our history has moved in that direction. Slowly.
I'm just saying, and is she going to talk about how to fight terrorism? That's all I'm saying. You know, because the terrorism in the economy is like a huge thing. She didn't actually say how she was going to create any jobs. I'm just saying.
Along with me and with the president, that our best days as a nation are still ahead of us. Please join this campaign. Take out your phone right now. Take out your phone and text JOIN to 47246 or go to HillaryClinton.com. We are hiring organizers right here in North Carolina.